Alright, let me see here. What I got right here is a 2005 Hyundai Elantra. Has a check engine light on. So let's go on over here to the car, see what these codes are, and we'll go from there. It's a 2005 Hyundai Elantra. It's a 2.0 liter. They don't have any engine options on this particular vehicle. Alright. Here. Ratio is probably going to be off. So, PO734, gear 4 incorrect ratio. Again, probably coming from that input speed sensor. And a PO507, idle air control system, RPM higher than expected. That's a comeback actually. And PO717, transmission control system, MIL requested. So that's the 5th out of 5 codes. All 700 codes are transmission codes. PO734, 732, 717, 700, they're all transmission codes. So I suspect it's going to be the input speed sensor, which is the very first code. Usually if you, the first code, if you deal with that one first, it'll correct some of the other codes. In that idle air control, actually, that was something that I tried to clean the last time she was here. It looks like it came back. Looks like I didn't clean it up good enough. And actually, I admit I could have done a better job cleaning it up. The customer's here. We were kind of in a rush, so just trying to get it done fast. But that's actually a good thing, because now I get to show you. Last time I tried to point out on all that, but this time I'll get to show you on the vehicle how to fix it. So here we are at the vehicle, and this is your input speed sensor right here. Last time we were here, we replaced the output speed sensor, which is down in there. Let's see. The output shaft speed sensor is what we replaced last time. The input shaft speed sensor is actually not very far from it. It's actually right here, connected to the bottom of this wire. If you follow that wire, go down there, that's your input speed sensor right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. That's it right there. And it's kind of covered by the that parking pole. I mean, that's your shift cable right there. That's your shift cable right there. It's whenever you shift gears, put it in neutral, whatever, then if you follow that, it goes right here on top of the transmission, and this is how you shift from neutral. Whenever this moves right here, when it pulls back and forth, it shifts gears into neutral, park, drive, reverse, etc., etc. So that is held on by a 14mm bolt down here. So what you're supposed to do is disconnect the battery, take out the air intake. I'm going to show you how to try to do this without having to do all of that. I like taking shortcuts. Anything to save time saves you money. So I'm going to try to attempt to do this without disassembling everything. And what I'm going to do is I have basically a gear wrench, 14mm right here. On that bolt. Let me get you down in here so you can see that again. before I take that out, let me make sure that you can see exactly where that's at. What I'm doing here. There's my wrench. Go down, there's that bolt, and that's the parking pole, which is blocking the top of that sensor down in there. But that's what we're trying to get to, is that sensor down there. So that's what I'm doing. Finally, she's out. 10mm. Oh, love when that happens. Anyway, I'll take the cover off. Let's see. I'll take this air duct off of here, so. Alright, basically what I did is just, there's two clips right there. There's a 10mm. This right here is a 10mm. Just holds this clamp on right there. Here, I might as well check the air filter. Looks pretty clean. Alright. And to remove this duct, if you look down here, there are some bolts down in there. There's 1, 2, 3 bolts, it looks like. So we're going to be removing those. Alright, so I got these bolts loose, and comes right on out. Alright, now we got all kinds of room down in here. And I've already taken out this bolt right here. Here's our sensor right here. And looks like there's another bolt right here, which is also a 10 millimeter. Let's take that off. Another bolt down in there. There it is right there. Looks like it's a 12 or 14 maybe. Let's see. Be in a little bit. And there's that 10 millimeter bolt right there. And you take that off, and that's your sensor right there. Input shaft speed sensor. Alright. Alright. Let's see. There. Alright, and she should come right on up out of there. So the connector came off. There she goes. She was pretty tight in there. Didn't want to come out, so I had to use some long pliers to pull it out. But, that's it. What we're gonna do is lubricate this O-ring on the new one with some transmission fluid and put it back on in there. This is our new sensor right here, and it looks pretty much like the old one. Alright, and put the old one back in here. Give that back to the customer. Just in case, I'm just going to show you down in here, but that's where it goes right there. Right down in that hole. Let me see if I can get you a better picture. But that's where your transmission's input shaft speed sensor goes right there. So you can put the new one back in and reset these codes. I'm going to show you how to do that idle air sensor also. Alright, got a new sensor, got it lubed up. There's a 10mm fastener that holds it in. And what you want to do when you're down here is also inspect the bore and make sure that it's not all gunked up. If there's any crap down in there, you want to try to clean it out as best you can. Alright, so we got our sensor back in there, and there it is right there. There it is right there. I just put that 10mm bolt back in, plugged it back in, and installation is the opposite of removal. I'm putting that fastener in, I'm about to tighten it down. Back you up here a little bit. Those are both 12mm. Both of those in there. I just want to be sure those are tight. Oh yeah. Tight. Alright. Got all that in there. Next thing you're gonna do is put your air duct back in there. There's all kinds of crap in there, so I'm gonna clean it out, dump it out one time. Let's see. Just want to be sure everything's where it's supposed to be. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's that 14mm bolt that goes right in here. I hate it when that happens. Put something, take something apart, put it back together, and you got bolts left over. You're like, where does this go? Love it when that happens. Love it. Alright. Alright. Got that back in there. Alright, now you can put your air duct back in. That wasn't good. You ain't see that. Alright. Oh, it's just a little piece that holds that on. That is a 10. Longer one. Why is it not going in there? Alright, just got our air duct back on. Put this back in. Just gonna tighten this up a little bit. And it ain't going nowhere. Make sure that ain't loose. Alright. Next thing we're gonna do, next thing we're gonna do is the idle air control module. Get some of this out of the way. And the idle air control module on this is located, there's your intake, and that would be it right there. That's your idle air control module. Let me bring you over here a little bit. I'm going to clean out the idle air control module. And got a 10mm right here. Just take that out. We got another 10mm right down there. Lower that hose down a little bit to get to it. That's it right there. There's your connector. Just lift that tab up right there and pull that off. Make sure not to damage that gasket. But that's it right there. And basically what you want to do is clean down in here, so just take some parts cleaner. And I'm gonna just let that sit for a while. It's just carb clean. You use brake clean or whatever. Alright, I just reinstalled the cover, just 4 10mm fasteners right here at the corners. And you got to take this off to get to the bottom bolt on the idle air control actuator. So just putting that back on, and just come over here, and what we're going to do is reset these engine codes and take it on a test drive, and see if we made any kind of progress. Let's see what kind of difference changing that up. Input air control, input shaft speed sensor. Let's see if we made any changes. Erase some codes. Alright. Alright. So we have no fault codes. Just erase all the codes. And we're gonna take it for a little test drive. Let's see what happens. Alright, but that's basically again the how to install the input shaft speed sensor, and also how to clean out the idle air control actuator. But anyway, I hope that this video was helpful. I'm a little sick, so you know, usually I'm a little more peppier, a little more excited, but I'm a little sick, so I don't feel too good. Anyway, I hope that video was helpful, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Thanks for watching.